Hey, what's going on guys? In today's video, I'm going to let you guys know exactly what I wish I had known before I started selling my Amazon product. So yeah, in 30 days, I did make £4,000 in revenue, but there's a lot of things that I kind of learned along the way that I wish I'd known when I started out. So I'm going to break them down to you real quick. Is three of the main ones, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what they are in this video so that you can consider them, and it's going to help you out quite a lot. So make sure you stick around. If you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe for more Amazon content, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. But yeah guys, let's get straight into the video. So guys, the very first issue that I kind of come across as I was going along this process was the realization that there is this one hidden fee that a lot of people don't understand. Okay guys, so to get to this page, you want to go on to Seller Central, you want to go on to Inventory, Manage Inventory, Fee Preview, and then you'll see a little drop down. You want to hit that drop down and it's going to bring you this. What you can see here is taxes, right? So this is VAT. So what you want to do is you want to click load. And as you can see, we actually incur an additional £1.50 in cost per unit we sell. You know, that isn't very clear from the offset, so I didn't realize that I was actually getting charged more money, which obviously impacted my profits. Now this could have been panic stations, right, if I wasn't making enough profit. So if you have a product, for example, and you were relying on say £2.50 or £2 profit, you can see how this can turn bad real quick. So say for example you were selling a calculator, for example, I've just put in a Casio calculator here, and say for example your shipping cost to Amazon and your cost of product all in was £5, then what you'd have to do in this instance is add another £1.50 onto your cost, and as you can see it goes from £4.04 profit to £2.54. So you can see guys, it can have a big impact, and you need to realize this. There will be VAT on selling on Amazon fees and on fulfillment by Amazon fees. That's basically it. But like I said, they don't include that automatically in the revenue calculator, so that can easily go missed and so impact your profits. That will vary in price depending on your product, but of course this is something you need to consider, and it's something I really didn't know about until halfway selling my product. Okay guys, so the next point that I want to touch upon is the point of copycat products. Now this is a very important point. Okay, so essentially guys, the product that I launched was a copycat product, which means that there were other products similar. Now I'm going to use the ultrasonic pest repeller to demonstrate this. So if you were to go on Amazon and search ultrasonic pest repeller and you're in the market for one of these, now I've just got loads of listings of the exact same product with a different label on it. So if you were a customer looking for one of these, there's literally no difference in these products other than the fact they've got a different logo on them. And you know, if you're going to go on Amazon, there is so much more of these variations. They have them in white as well. They're literally everywhere. But the point of this is they're copycats, right? That's the same as that, just with a different label on it. And sales kind of reflect that. If you're going to hit Jungle Scout on this, sales are very low. Other ones that have kind of come in and done the exact same product are not doing great. And like I said, the reason for that is they're the exact same. Now when you come into the market with the exact same product, the only thing you can compete with is price. This guy's $11.95, this guy's $9.99. There's no difference other than the difference in logo. Now my point here is this is exactly what I've done with my product. Now I do think my product will still do well, and I'll explain that in a bit, but what I'm saying is, in hindsight, if I could go back, what would I do differently? What you got to consider when you come into the market is that your keyword is just the product, right? Now this guy here has a complete different variation to anyone. Now as a result, sales are significantly higher. I know he has a lot more reviews, but he's instantly different to the others. So when you come into the market, now this can be quite subjective. You've got to kind of think, does it make sense to bring in a new variation? Because that will set you out from the competition. Now you can do copycat products, but then you've got to get your bundle right. With copycat products, bundling can kind of be complex, because when you've got a similar product everywhere on the market, so let's say there's this one, and this one, and this one, but you come in with say this one, but you've got a little bundle with it. I don't know, let's say it came with a bug swatter. Not that it would, but for argument's sake. And that made you increase the price by, say, £2 or £3. Now the problem here is, if they didn't want to pay that little bit extra, they could simply go to this product and get it for cheaper. So you've got to kind of think, how much is your bundle gonna make the price increase? Because customers may not want to feel like they're paying extra for the bundle. So you've really got to think about your bundle if you come out with a copycat product. And this is the point of over bundling and over delivering to your customer, because you've got to hit that sweet spot, because you've got to be profitable as well. Now with my product, like I said, I came out with a copycat product because I thought that was the thing to do. The particular variation that I came out with at the time was doing really, really well. So I came out with that variation with a bundle. Now the thing is with my bundle, for me to make £4.80 profit, which is kind of where you want to be, nice healthy profit, £4.80, almost £5, I need to charge £5 or £6 extra than the exact same product without the bundle. So customers may look at this and think, I don't want to pay that extra bit of money, but I still like that product, so I'm just going to go with the cheaper version. I do think though that my bundle will work. I have sent off my products to Viral Launch Photography Service to try and make the product look as different as it can be to my competition, and I do think it can work. But this is definitely something that you need to kind of consider, is, are you over bundling, or does it make sense to come out with a complete new variation, like this one for example? Now obviously it's got to make sense. The new variation needs to be attractive, maybe is it skinnier, like this one's a different shape, looks a bit more appealing maybe. So you've got to kind of use a little bit of your own common sense here and think, does it make sense to bring this new variation to the market? But it's definitely something to consider. Right, okay guys, so the final little thing I want to touch upon briefly before I get into the the details of my £4,000 in revenue in 30 days is watermarks on your product. Now my product is kind of like a 2-pack. So I got a freelancer from Fiverr to edit one of these 2-pack logos onto my product, and I ended up getting a little flagged warning from Amazon because I did this. Amazon do not like watermarks, guys. They really don't. They make it clear that in their policy they do say first picture is going to be just of your product, nothing else. And this is mentioned in courses and everyone talks about it, but I see a lot of beginners come in and they don't listen, and myself included. I thought I'd get away with it. Amazon do not like this. Stay away from it. It'll save you the money of obviously paying a freelancer to do this for you, even though it can be done cheaply, and it will also save you from getting into any sort of trouble from Amazon. So just don't bother with it. I thought I'd be okay because it is a 2-pack and it's not saying like 100% satisfaction guaranteed or anything like that, but they don't like it. Okay, so stay away from them. In regards to my product, so yeah, I did make over £4,000 in revenue in a 30-day period. Obviously guys, that was not profit, and I didn't make any profit. Technically the sales price that I did sell on would bring in anywhere from £2.90 to £3.60 profit within the sales price, depending on the price that I would set. But a lot of that was eaten up by PPC. Like, the more you spend on PPC, the more sales you'll get. I sold 300 units with just 4 reviews. I didn't have a lot of social proof. I still only have 4 reviews. I've been very lazy with the reviews because I don't trust a lot of people. I don't know why, just my issues. But I need to increase my reviews to increase my conversion. But the point is, you'll get a lot of sales if you spend big on PPC, right? And if your product's decent, you'll get a lot of sales. Like, most sales I got in one day was like 20 sales, but I think I spent about £50 or £70 in PPC on that day. So I'd end up just about breaking even or making a slight loss. What I've kind of learned through doing PPC is that you want to try and just avoid making as big a loss as you can. Most businesses are loss making at the beginning. I've seen this in other videos. They say it is a very good point. Most businesses lose money at the beginning. So, why should your business be any different? It's very hard for a business to make a profit. So at the beginning, my kind of task was just to minimize the loss I'd make, and on average I'd probably lose about £15 to £20 per day in PPC, because my margins weren't great. Like I mentioned earlier on, the unexpected VAT cost did catch me out a little bit, so kind of threw off my calculations a bit. But I've ranked for the product. I've currently hidden my list, closed down my listing. We'll reopen it when I get stock. I've sent a unit off to Viral Launch Photography Service, because I really like the work that they do there, and I really think it will demonstrate the benefits of my product better than what I have currently got. Because with my product, it does have a benefit that is kind of difficult to show if you don't have good photography. So I've sent them to Viral Launch. I'm confident that will increase conversions because people have been buying the product. The most sales I've done in one day, I think, is 20 or 21. And you know, that was good. So it's promising, guys. What I've learned from this so far is there is definitely demand for my products. I got sales from just 4 reviews. One thing I also want to touch on, I was using Feedback With, which is an email autoresponder to try and get some reviews on the product. Got no reviews left on the product. I got a couple of positives on my seller feedback on the back office of Amazon, but that doesn't appear under your product, so it's not really much use to me. But I haven't got any negative reviews so far, which is good. It shows the product's of a decent enough quality. And just briefly, quickly about PPC. With automatic campaigns, you're likely to use up your budget very quickly. So if I had an automatic campaign, it would kind of run out by midday, and say that would be like a 20 or 30 pound budget, and I wouldn't want to spend any more than that. There would be some times where I obviously would, but obviously that leaves the rest of the day, when it expires, say at midday, with no advertisements, and when your product's not on the first page, it's not getting any visibility. So I did then move on to a manual fairly early, probably a week or two. If you follow in channel and you had a PPC issue, I'll link that video in the description. But yeah, I switched to a manual, and that would last me throughout the day, because obviously I'll target specific keywords. But overall, I would say I wouldn't get as many sales as I would with an automatic. So it's kind of one of those things where you kind of have to experiment both ways. Overall, guys, I think the success of my product is going to depend on this photography. The offer is good. There have been days where I've been breaking, you know, the 15 sale mark and getting between 50 and 20 sales. So if I can get that potential up there with and do that with my full price, which brings me £4.80 in profit, then we can start looking at things. But the long-term goal is to kind of reduce my costs as well on the supplier end by higher order quantities and doing sea shipping, because my product is oversized. It's not a little one that fits in a shoebox. It is you know, oversized. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to still show you everything that's going on. You may have seen my previous video, which was me cold calling. That was just me kind of dipping my toes in the water with that. It's something I'm kind of looking at just to see if I can do and earn more money, and you know, put that money into Amazon FBA, and maybe just, you know, see where it goes. You know, I'm young. There's no reason why I shouldn't be experimenting. You know, I have got to be careful because, you know, if I'm focusing on that, then I'm not focused on Amazon. I can't make YouTube videos all the time. So I'm kind of just trying to balance all that out at the moment. But yeah, guys, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I will be posting out more content. Thank you so much for watching the video. You know, it's great when you leave a comment, so make sure you do leave a comment, and let me know if you have any questions. Is there anything that you wish that you knew before you started? Let's start a little discussion in the comment section, and yeah, I'll respond to them. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.